So you abide in his words, you are my disciples, you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So clearly we'll speak a lot about that. What is this concept of truth? Pilate's going to ask, is he just we can't know the truth, post-modernity kind of idea, where you can't know the truth, right? So what is the truth? It's not a new thing. We think it's new. I mean, we're way past post-modernity by now, because we know it's nonsense. There is truth out there, and we can't deny it. Doesn't matter whichever name, but we can't accept that, understandably. So anyhow, you'll be free. So we'll get back to that. And they're like, oh no, but we are children of Abraham, right? And Jesus saying, oh, you're truly children of Abraham. You're not children of Abraham. You are sinners. You're slave to sin. Okay? You are not in the house. The Son is in the house. The Son needs to set you free. Yes, you are physical offspring of Abraham, right? But if you were really offspring of Abraham, you would not seek to kill me, because my words have no place in you, because you don't believe. You don't believe my words, you don't believe me. Okay, I speak just what I've heard from my father, and you speak what you heard from your father. Who's your father? The devil! Oh man! Ultimately, he's going to say, they're saying, oh no, Abraham's our father. And Jesus said, no. If you were Abraham's children, you would be doing the deeds of Abraham, not the spiritual children. But you're not doing that. Okay? You will not seek to kill me. Abraham didn't do that. What you are doing the works of your father. So who is your father? And then when they said, we are not born of sexual immorality. Remember earlier the day we brought this woman to you, caught in sleeping with another guy, prostitution, basically kind of idea. Right? We are not born out of wedlock, right? We have one father. We're not born out of immorality. Even God. So Abraham father. Earlier Moses. Now Abraham, step up. Now God is a father. And so Jesus said, no, if God were your father, you would have listened to one who came from God, right? I'm here. You're not listening to me. I didn't come here because I wanted to come here. I was sent by him. You cannot bear my word. And then in verse 44, he throws it in the face. Slap. Your father is the devil. You claim Abraham. You claim Moses. You claim Abraham. You claim God. None of them. The devil, that's your father. I mean, man, this has been such a super... Now, I've mentioned earlier today that when you're losing a debate, you just say, oh no, you're not a Christian. Is Jesus doing this kind of idea, attacking them? Right? But he's not attacking them, he was attacking what they were saying. He was saying like, point for point, this builds up to this conclusion. It's not a jump to something, this is a building up to this conclusion. Okay, they were like, your father, you say God's your father, you would do the works of the Father, right? Believe in me. Earlier in chapter 6. And they didn't. And so he was building up to this. Ultimately, all his words clearly point to them, the conclusion that they are from the Father, the devil. So it's not a personal attack on them, this is just a logical conclusion to what he was saying. Okay, so it's not a jumping out of nowhere when you're losing a debate. Jesus wasn't losing a debate. He proved himself, and he proved that they are who they are. Okay. So yeah, if you were of God, you would hear the words of God. And the reason you don't hear the words of God is because you're not from him. It's so simple. And then again they say, but you're a Samaritan and you have a demon. And they attack him. Straight on, okay? No, they didn't build up to something. They're just stating a fact, not logically following out of the discussion. Jesus saying of them being children of the devil is following out of the discussion. They're mentioning that Jesus is Samaritan as a demon doesn't follow out of the discussion. It just comes from outside because they're losing the debate. Simple. And so they say, no. Jesus said, I don't know. I'm not a demon. I honor my Father. You dishonor me. Okay. I do not seek my own glory, I seek the glory of him. Okay, and you keep my word, you'll not see death. They're like, are you greater than our father Abraham? Now they're downgraded themselves a little bit from God as father to just to Abraham as father. So are you greater than Abraham? Who do you make yourself out to be? And say, no, I'm not glorifying myself, I'm only glorifying the Father. The Father is the one glorifying me. So the glory is not because of who I am, it comes from Him. Not because, He is the one doing it. I've made you, you don't know Him, I know Him. And if I tell you I don't know Him, then I'm a liar. How can I tell you I don't know Him if I know Him, then that makes me a liar? I don't want to, just to satisfy you, become a liar. It's like stupid. And then he said, so your father Abram, he would rejoice. And that was what Abram was living for the day of the coming of the Messiah. They had the prophecies concerning this. He was waiting for that. Right? He would have rejoiced. Yeah, the son, my great-great-great-great-great-grandson, so many generations later, is here. The promised Messiah, the fulfillment of the prophet. This is what I lived for. This is why I left everything. Right? And their answer to this, oh no, you're not even 50 years old. Okay, so you've seen Abram? So it's a little thing, there's a few things in that concerning the 50 years old. We'll get back to that as well. You've seen Abram? Right, you're not even 50 years old. No, we know Abram died a long time ago, so you're not 50 years before this. Okay? And then very important words of Jesus. His words were, truly, truly I say to you, before Abram was, I am. Now this is not one of the I am statements. I'm the light of the world, the second one in this chapter. This is one of them, because in that case it's I am the kind of, I'm the bread of life, I am the light of the world, I'm the good shepherd, I am, etc. Right? The way, the truth, the life. Okay, so this is just before Abram was, I am. Clearly, Exodus 3:14. This is even the most important I am statement of Jesus in the whole Gospel of John. Before Abram was, I am. I mean, again, this is so plain simple that he is alluding to Exodus 3:14. He is, I am. How can he be if he's not God? Simple. He's using the name of God here. He said, I'm not going to lie to you because that will make me, telling you that I don't know Him, that will make me a liar. But I'm willing to be a blasphemer by calling myself God. Liberal Bible scholars. Whatever. They understood. They understood clearly what Jesus was getting at here. Right? Why? Because they picked up stones to throw at Him. They wanted to kill Him. Right? And Jesus left again. Why? Because His time wasn't there. They could not find anything. The woman and all the discussions, they could not find. They were not going to change their opinion of Jesus. No way. Okay? Nicodemus was going to. But they were not going to change their opinion of Jesus. They're going to persecute Him till they kill Him on the cross. Right? Because they didn't want to believe. Because they're from their father, the devil. Jesus stated it. Okay? But they understood that Jesus is making Himself equal to God. And that's why they wanted to stone Him. Like they're going to stone Stephen. And nothing is going to stop them. Nothing. They're going to stone Stephen. It was illegal what they did according to Roman law, but they didn't care about law, so they could have. But they could not. Why? Because His hour hasn't come yet. So yeah, this is basically, it's again a long chapter, 59 verses. It will take a while to get through this. I don't know, most likely in the next 2 days, maybe 3 days. Yeah, on Sunday we're going to be busy with church again, kind of thing, meeting with people. So, but yeah, that is for now what we can find in another very important chapter in John.